Your coworkers are your friends. Now, I've seen something online that said your coworkers are not your friends. I couldn't disagree more with this, to be honest with you. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. This podcast is here to help you guys navigate life while helping you guys do your best to have a fun life at the same time. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host. Let's jump right in. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about jobs, careers, and things of that nature. I'm also going to be talking about the things that they don't tell you about jobs and careers and things of that nature. So that'll be the main focus today, so let's jump right in. You are not your job. Your job is a part of your life. It isn't your life. If someone took your job away, you'd still be able to live your life and you'd still be you. Now, I know unemployment can be hard for some people, but the point is, you're still you even with a job. Remember, to work to live instead of live to work. This next one will sound quite pessimistic, but hear me out. You are replaceable. It may sound very pessimistic, but it's true, at least in some jobs. You can show up, do a task, and then leave. Depending on the job, anyone can do it. So do your best to stand out when it comes to doing your job. Whether it's being a cook at McDonald's, or being a computer programmer, or being a video editor, be the best you can be at your job. And maybe your boss will notice and be like, hey, this guy deserves a raise, or this guy deserves something. So do your best at your job and don't get complacent at your job. That's a trap that we all fall into, myself included. I'm not perfect in that. Don't get complacent, don't settle, and keep on thriving. And, on the opposite side of that, it's okay to leave a job. Normally, I would not encourage leaving a job, but if your job is affecting your mental health and your quality of life, then it may be time to find a new job. Now, that's different from showing up to work on the first day and immediately finding out that you don't like the job. If this happens, which it shouldn't, but if it does, give it a few months and settle into the job and then really see how you like it. After a few months, evaluate how you feel about the job and whether it had pros and cons in your life. So just stick with the job even if you don't think you'll like it. You might like it. You never know. There are multiple ways to make income. Now, this may seem like a no-brainer, and it actually is. So, nowadays, there are numerous ways to make money and have jobs. You could go the 9-to-5 route, or you can do freelance, or you can do both. Another thing you can do is work multiple jobs and make ends meet that way. That's what I'm doing. And I actually really like the flexibility. So get creative with your job search, and you never know what you'll find out there. Now, if it's a job that is like a scam or something, then don't do that. Like admittedly, I've fallen into that trap of falling for a scam or like a job interview. Thankfully, I didn't give any like personal information, but just be careful and use your best judgment when you're looking for a job, even if it seems too good to be true. But in any case, there are multiple ways to make money. So like you can do like pet sitting or nannying or something like that, or those jobs are out there. Your coworkers are your friends. Now, I've seen something online that said your coworkers are not your friends. I couldn't disagree more with this, to be honest with you. Your coworkers are your friends. That's how you meet people at work. That's how you start dating somebody at work, if your workplace allows it. Sure, there is some, competitiveness in the office, but that's normal. You can still be friends with your coworkers, even with the competitiveness at play. I met some of my closest friends through work. So if you're new to a job and you find somebody that you could be friends with, and they're not a weirdo, even if they are a weirdo, whatever, befriend that person. If you guys are just casually being friends and all that, befriend that person and keep that person in your life. you know, if they're not a complete crazy person, but whatever, they could make your like meeting new people at work and becoming friends with them could make your work experience, worthwhile, and more fun. Leave comparison at home. At work, there are sometimes and some instances, where we become jealous of one of our coworkers, either because, they make more than us or they're getting recognized for their work by the boss. Remember, they are on their own path. So, don't compare yourself to that person. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday or who you were last week. I've fallen into this trap, I will admit, where I found out that one of my coworkers was, getting paid more than me. And for a second, I was like, you know what? Like, come on. And I started like complaining. I'm like, you know what? No. At that point, I came to the realization that I was, acting jealous and entitled, which we all have those moments. But from that point on, I shifted my mindset. I'm like, you know what? I could be jealous of this person, or because they make X amount of money an hour, X amount of dollars an hour, or I could shift it and go over to this mindset where I'm like, you know what? I'm on my own path and I'm doing my own thing and I'm on my own journey. So I'm going to stick right here. Moral of the story: leave jealousy and comparison at home. Do your best and work hard. That's all you can do. Anyway, this has been the Junior Mints podcast. These have been some of the things that they don't tell us about jobs and careers. Who they are, who I don't know. Society maybe. So that's just some of the things that they don't tell us about work and careers and all that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to today's episode. If you'd enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe down below for more episodes and for more content on this channel. Thanks again for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys next week. Peace.